Should pull up this. Don't need this. Alrighty. Are you ready? Because we're at it. We're at the last episode of their part. I don't know. Last stream for Pokemon Violet. It's gonna be crazy because we don't have a lot left to do. It's gonna be a little while, you know, like time wise, there's stuff to do, but we're like there. We're at the end. So, with that in mind, I'm just gonna start heading for the end. So we're gonna wrap this up with ARVEN's plot. Go. Sorry, just pulling up my chat monitor. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna be just wrapping up this plot, finishing everything out. We should be good to go though. Like as we are right now, are at the right level. A couple Pokemon are a little high, so we are 100% perfect, pristine shape to take on the end. Which reminds me, we should probably go. We should see what TMs we've got to give so that we have like the optimal team. I'm realizing that we didn't do that before we took on the Elite Four and stuff all that much. But let's just take a look now. Make sure that we've got of the moves that we've got here. You know, the ones that we want should be on our Pokemon. You know. I could give Psychic Fangs. That could be nice. Yeah, we have Aerial Ace. I did not know Staraptor learned Struggle Bug. So yeah, we've got close combat on a couple Mons already. I don't want to go Brave Bird. I think it's a bit dangerous of an option. I have one Earthquake Mon. That could be nice. Ice Spinner's good coverage. Do I have anything I would want to get rid of for it? Probably Wing Attack. This gives me grass coverage, which is kind of what I was keeping Wing Attack for anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna go Ice Spinner instead. Do I learn that through level up though? I feel like I do. And I feel like I said no for some reason. Hey, can I? No, okay, no. I said no to Wave Crash. But I didn't say no to Ice Spinner. Okay. Which reminds me though, I do have the ability to remember moves. Yeah, I think I will honestly add Psychic Fangs because Chompy doesn't have much other than Crunch. So yeah, I'm gonna go Ice Spinner and Psychic Fangs. Those are two moves I'm definitely gonna add to my Mons. So where's... I feel like Ice Spinner was down here somewhere. Oh, Psychic Fangs. Let's use that now. I'm gonna get rid of Leer. I don't think I've like ever used Leer. Maybe done it once. Oh, hello, hello. Welcome back. Where is... Spinner, here we go. Just putting some last finishing touches to the team before we really kick into high gear here. And leave to finish the game. So with Psychic Fangs, oops. Oh my god, Psychic Fangs is stronger than Crunch. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so that's the strongest move I've got right now. Ice Spinner, weaker than both of those when stab's factored in. Okay. That's a little better. Different name, or like a different... Different name. If you want to keep the Hades in... One option, this might be a little bit cheesy, you could go with Shades. You know, kind of referencing shades, like the ghosts. But also Hades. Seriously? You beat me here? I did. Well, this is the lab. I used to come here to play all the time when I was a kid. There'd better be a good reason for calling us here like this. Let's find out. Everyone always says he's some kind of genius. Absolutely brilliant as a Pokemon professor. My dad, that is. But let me tell you, as a parent, he's the worst. All he ever does is work. He never comes home. I don't have a single memory of him ever even playing with me. His own kid. Mabostif's the only one who was there for me. Always. Anyway, let's open now. Go on in. Oh, no worries. I just want to get this over with. Never feel compelled to donate. I have the option, but I don't require it by any means. I have a primary source of income that's not streaming. I think in some ways Violet thematically makes more sense. And in some ways Scarlet does. Or rather, and in some ways Scarlet's cooler. Anyways, I need your help. Nope, that's it. He just says, I need your help. Okay. All right, here we go. I am currently at the deepest point of Area 0 in the Great Crater of Paldea. I have been researching the unique Pokemon here for a long time. Sorry, for a very long time. I am asking the two of you to lend a hand to help carry out the final step of the great Professor Turo's glorious research. The final step? But there's something we need first. Something that can be found within the lab. What we need is the Violet Book. Wait, do you mean this book? Ah, so you took it from the lab, did you, Arven? This expedites things. Bring the Violet Book to the deepest depths of Area 0. I promise that it will be an experience worth treasuring if you come. I must note, however, that Area 0 is both home to vicious Pokemon and outfitted with powerful cybernetic security systems. It seems to me that you might struggle if the two of you were to enter alone. You may take the time to gather some reliable allies before you come, if you feel the need. I will be awaiting you in the deepest part of Area 0 whenever you arrive. Wow. Area 0. That place is bad news. It was down in Area 0 that Mabosstiff got wounded in the first place. Down in the Great Crater of Paldea. In all honesty, I'd be perfectly happy to never see that place again. Are you gonna go? Of course I'm gonna go. I gotta. I suppose he did ask. And I just can't stand by and watch while a friend heads off into danger on their own. So I guess I'm going too. Besides, I'd love to give Dad a piece of my mind. Alright then. Outside! We're gonna have a Pokemon battle to see if we're ready. Or if we're really ready to head into Area 0 or not. Mostly to see if I'm ready or not. Let's go. Someone get a tomb form? That could be interesting. I am a sucker for alternate forms. They do go hard. I could spread it. I don't know if I would do it as a video necessarily, just because I haven't been doing a lot of like pre-recorded spriting based videos, but I'd totally be down to like sprite it, you know? I don't know. Excellent. Are you ready too? Sorry, you're ready too, right, Mabosstiff? But woof woof. Yep, Mabosstiff says he's ready. You're battling with Mabosstiff? Okay, yeah, I can see why you'd be worried. But my buddy here's bursting with energy. You'd never know he was so weak just a little while ago. Won't leave me alone, always whining at me, wanting to battle you and your Pokemon. It's been so long I nearly forgot, but he always did love to battle. Even if we always lost to that student council girl. That battle fanatic one. Anyway, my point is there's no need to worry. We're a brand new ARVEN and Mabosstiff, and we're feeling audacious, or maybe herbaceous. Let me give you a taste of what we can do. It's battle time. Hello, Greedent. Alright. Okay, well, Greedent is not gonna do much here. It's just gonna die. So I'm just gonna have Ajax nuke it. Yep. Yep. There it is. Alright, he's gonna send in Toad Scroll. I feel like that's a Didu moment right there. Toad Scroll. Toad Scroll's a really fun design. Bro. That's what you went for? If he's gonna do that again, I'm just gonna Hone Claws again. We're gonna go for the Didu sweep for the rest of his team. Oh, he's gonna status condition me. Of course. I was like, there's no way he kills me. So whatever he's doing, it's gotta be a status condition. It's fine. We'll wake up and we'll drill peck. Alright, we're gonna be hitting next hit. That's certain. This will be turn 3 of sleep, right? Yeah. Goodbye, Toadstool. Scovillain could be dangerous. But if I terrastalize, it won't be. Granted, I'm still pretty sure I could survive it. But we're just gonna go for the full sweep by doing this as safely as possible. Alright, there we go. He went for it. Ah, but he burnt me. You sneaky little turd. This is probably still gonna one-shot, but I don't think it one-shots. I don't think I'll be able to one-shot everything else. Yeah, nothing's a threat to me anyways, so... Ajax time. Sonic. I'm not sure. I will admit, I don't know Sonic extremely well. The Sonic game I've played the most is Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, but that's not really a Sonic game so much as a Sega game. But like if I said Smash is like a Mario game almost. Even though it is the Sonic racing games, but I feel like they only made it Sonic only with Sonic Team Racing. That said, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform goes really hard. It is a surprisingly amazing game. I played that a ton before Mario Kart 8 came out. Well, my best option here is to go for the close combat nuke. Yep. Also, we've officially gotten some like patch notes for what the next patch is going to have. Suffice it to say, I am very excited to see it. Intimidate. That does throw off my plans, so I'm going to switch to Tulip. Set up stealth rockets, right. I don't know how well I'm going to take this. Ooh. Well, I doubt he's going for a dark move, though. If you think about it. Yeah. Wouldn't really be the play. And if he goes for a dark move now, he's going to go for crunch. Yeah, that's going to lower his speed. I feel like I don't outspeed with only one. What is your stat for speed? Tulip. 90. I feel like he's probably sitting at like 120. Down 1 puts him to, what, 75%? So he's probably at or just above my speed. So I don't know if I want to rely on that. So I think I'm going to switch to Astra, lower the attack stat. We're just switching it all around. Though Astra's in a dangerous spot because of the stones. I keep forgetting that there's stones up. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, it hurt. Okay, we're gonna switch back to Ajax to finish. Because Ajax is gonna only take like a little bit of damage from the stones. Then Crunch isn't gonna do much, especially now that the stats are dropped. It's probably gonna go for Crunch again, for sure. And now I'm in danger if I don't kill. That said, I should kill. Yeah. Playing it super safe. But we did it. That's Mastiff down. We were so close, Mastiff, so close. But, Dirch, thanks, little buddy. There we go. Dang, this is the strength of someone who could take down those Titan Pokemon, huh? Yeah, much as I hate to admit it, I do think we're gonna need some more support. The Pokemon in Area 0 are super strong. And there are all sorts of weird machines there, too. I'd say we need at least 2 more people. Somebody with some champion rank level skills, and someone who can deal with crazy tech. That sounds like Nimona and Penny. Nimona, the student council president? You're probably right. That girl can take on any Pokemon that comes at her. She's a beast. Huh, well, seems like you've been busy making some pretty useful friends. I'll reach out to them and organize things. You just make sure you're there. We'll meet... Sorry, the meeting place will be the Zero Gate. It's this facility out on the edge of the Great Crater. I'll send you the info on how to find it, so don't keep us waiting forever. Alright, I gotta go there. The Path of Legends is complete. We've done it. Oh, my team was healed. I didn't even realize he would heal my team after. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to stop at the Pokemon Center. Yeah, no, that was super useful. Well, if we're heading to the Zero Gate, I might as well just fly there. Where are we at? Zero Gate, Zero Gate. Okay, so it's over here. Just fly to Medali. It would be interesting. I feel like there's some things you could do. Like, if you were to make, like, a third game that kind of combined the two, there's some things you could do, but honestly, I feel like they're just going to go for the DLC route. I don't think they're going to try to combine both, as much as that would be kind of cool. But hypothetically, if they were to do something that kind of combined the two with, like, the theming being, like, the clash of past and future, I think that you could do some pretty cool stuff with that. Yay! Over here! This is the Zero Gate. It was made so researchers could try to observe the inside of the great crater of Paldea, what folks call Area Zero. It's our ticket down into the crater. Now, and speaking of the crater, you know that Pokemon of yours, the one I gave you? Area Zero is apparently where Miraidon was born, or something like that. Maybe it'll be happy that it can finally come back home. Not that I really care or anything. Anyway, our 2 new teammates should be waiting for us inside the Zero Gate. Guess we should head in. The way home. But yeah, I think kind of jumping back to like the topic of which one I think is better. I think the past themed Paradox Pokemon are just 100% cooler designs for the most part. Like there are some that I like for the futuristic ones, but I think for the most part I prefer the names, the designs, and the like concepts behind the past ones. Similarly, I think Koraidon looks cooler than Miraidon. Especially in like the fact that it's more animated. But at the same time, I think both are very cool. I think this one's plot I like a lot more. Like I like the idea of Professor Turo. Just his whole, I like his plot. I'm not going to spoil things because we're literally here, even though I've beaten the game, and I'm sure a lot of people have. If anyone's watching this and it's their first time seeing the end of this, I don't want to spoil plot stuff, but I think I prefer Professor Turo for plot reasons. But anyways, whoa, kind of dark in here. Hola, Dirch. Arven said there'd be tons of strong Pokemon, so here I am. Once she heard she'd get to battle some awesome Pokemon, she was here in a second. You're an annoying little pest at the academy, but I guess you could come in handy for this. Spoken like a guy who wants to get beaten in a battle. But more importantly, why is it so dark, and where are the awesome Pokemon? Yeah, it is weird that the lights are off. The last time I was here, the electricity was up and running, but now... Oh, now the lights are on. But why? I turned them on? It seems like they were on power saving mode. I hacked into the system controls and overrode the settings. Oh, it's you! The kid with the fluffy Eevee bag. I guess. My name's Penny. Well, hey! We never actually got to talk. I'm Nimona. I'm in Class 1A. You must be some kind of tech whiz. Do you like Pokemon battling too? You talk, like, way too much. The director introduced us. When you need someone good with tech, she's a no-brainer. Anyway, Penny here also agreed in a second when she heard it was to help Dirch. I'm not really the adventuring type, but I owe you. And I pay my debts. She's surprisingly old-fashioned like that. And of course, everyone knows me, ARVEN. My loves include my Mavistiff and cooking, and biometric identification in progress. Ah. Hello, Dirch. I've been expecting you. And it seems like you have gathered a group of formidable allies as well. Sorry? Who are you? That's my dad. Probably. What? That's Professor Turo? Nimona, student ID number 85C001, and Penny, student ID number 83B121. I thank you for coming. Of course, Professor. Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to meet you in person. I mean, maybe not in person exactly. Arven, did you tell your dad about us? Why would I have done that? To begin with, I'd like to ask you all to make your way down into the Great Crater of Paldea. You can reach the lower chamber using the elevator you can see on your right. Dad? Please proceed below. Are they not on good terms? Must not be. Alright, let's go. No path forward but forward, you know? Go. Just moving my glass of water to a more comfortable position to grab it from. Biometric identification in progress. Identities confirmed. Access granted to the lower level. Oh, it opened for us automatically. Not quite. It looks like someone's controlling this thing remotely. Once you step through, you will be you will be above Area 0. Durch, you have brought Miraidon with you. Yeah. I thank you for bringing it with you on your many adventures. If you utilize Miraidon's gliding capabilities, you should be able to descend into the depths to reach Area 0. Wait. Isn't there, like, an elevator or something? And wait, did you say that Miraidon can fly? When you reach the bottom, I will get in touch once again. I hope your trip is uneventful. Railroading people into stuff, just like always. I can't wait to see what Pokemon live down in Area 0. Let's go. That girl, is she, like, incapable of fear or what? I guess we'd better go too. Also, we do get an encounter down here. Don't forget it. Durch, you ready for the worst? Good. That's all we needed to hear. Get out that Pokemon of yours and we'll be off. Yeah. What's the matter with it? Scared of heights. That's what I'd say. Well, no wonder. But no need to be scared if we go together. How does that logic work? Get on! Yeah! The end is near. Whoosh. We've done it. We've reached Area 0. And now I'm back here again. I think I might have died once or twice there. Oh, yeah. That's wrong. Yes. It chose to go back into its ball. It's probably just hungry or something. Wait a second, where did that student council girl go? What? She's gone. You don't think she... Everyone, you have to see this. Area 0 is amazing. Come on already. I guess your ability would be on tempo, huh? Biometric identification in progress. 4 humans identified. Conditions satisfactory. Vital signs all within normal range. It appears you were able to make the descent without being harmed. Yeah, sure. Smooth sailing. Who could possibly complain about a landing like that? That is good. I had concerns you might fail given the crudeness of the only available access method. I think your dead sarcasm detector needs fixing. Aw, you were worried about us. That's so sweet. You should now make your way to me at the Zero Lab in the deepest part of Area Zero. However, the entrance to the lab is barred by 4 locks, installed on the exterior, which I cannot unlock. 4 locks? On your way to me, you must visit 4 research stations that were constructed inside the crater. At each station, you will be able to disable one of the locks. Do so as you make your way down. I hope you succeed. Yes, let's disable the 4 locks and get into that lab. Sounds really kind of video gamey when you say it out loud, huh? Come on, time to find our way to the deepest part of Area Zero. Alright, well, we have a Hoppip and we have a Venomoth, which means Girafarig. Actually, I think it was the Farigiraf that spawned first, so I guess Farigiraf is going to be the encounter here for Area Zero, so I'm just going to sneak up on that. Oi! I have only 1 quick ball left, so I'm gonna chuck it. Okay, that worked. Last encounter caught. Farigiraf has been caught. Farigiraf, the long-neck Pokémon. The hardened head from the tail protects the head of the main body as Farigiraf whips its long neck around to headbutt enemies. What's her name? In the meantime, I'm going to just list that we caught her. And this here, stream 16. I am leaning... Just name her Headbutt. You know what? Let's do it. She's gonna be Headbutt. That is kind of... I feel like Zen Headbutt's kind of its thing, you know? So yeah, we're just gonna... Boop, Headbutt. And she's not really gonna be used much, I would imagine, so... I just gotta type the name into my tracker. Ugh. Beautiful. Alright, thank you. So, the path down is this way. And this is a section I'm not going to be reading all of the dialogue for because there's going to be a lot of dialogue that pops up. And it's all going to be, you know, this automatically scrolling stuff. So, I'm just going to kind of be running. I will say, I think this area, design-wise, is really cool. I think visually it could look a lot better. I mean, there's kind of a lot of this game, to be fair, but I think it's a little too washed out with the white lighting. Like, you can do, like, sort of overcast, you know, brightly colored lighting in a game pretty easily and, like, have it not look bad. I think... something about this game's lighting engine, the way they chose to do the lighting here, doesn't look great. It like looks super washed out. But, yeah. So we're just running. I love this part of the game. I'm not gonna lie. This game's, like, this section's music, specifically, is some of my favorite music in Pokemon ever. Not necessarily just for raw listening, but for how, easy the music makes you feel. Also, I think this music walks that line between futuristic and, you know, like, I guess, primal in some ways. Like, it's got, like, this, you know, heavy drum in the background. You've got, like, voices singing for it and kind of, like, sort of chanting the lyrics. And then you have, like, this, like, alien synth going on. It's just, like, it's super cool. But I remember when I went to this area, I was like, this is really pretty, but it feels wrong. Everything about this place feels wrong. I feel like I shouldn't be here. I feel like everything's unnerving, and then this music is playing that just feels so weird. Oh, I bet that's what we're looking for. That must be one of the buildings the professor was talking about. Oh, yeah. What are they called? Radish rations? Research stations. Well, that was close. Wow, you have such a great memory, Penny. What's great is my common sense compared to you lot, apparently. Cream. Yeah. What the heck is that? Oh, that's the Pokemon that La Primera uses. I didn't know that species could be found in the Great Crater. Come on, Durch, let's take it on together. Klima. I feel like Aqua Step's the right idea. Oh, well, she just one-shot it. Never mind. Who cares about my Aqua Step? Also, I like how the camera is placed between us because my, like, Ajax is kind of a wide Pokemon, so it, like, spaces you more. So the camera was just between us and you couldn't see anything. Are there going to be a lot more of these rare Pokemon down here, you think? You think that was something? Please. You've got no idea how terrifying Area Zero really is. Wow, patronizing much? Easy, you two. Let's just head inside the research station. Alright, let's head in. Wow, are these ancient ruins? They look far too recent for that. It appears you have reached your first research station without incident. This facility was constructed 87 years ago as a way station for those surveying Area Zero. So that's why there's a bed. Looks like we can use this place to rest up if we need to. Durch, if you would be so kind as to disable the first lock on the lab using that central panel. Let's disable a lock. Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations. So I think that takes me back up. But I don't want to go back up. Alright. My Pokemon are really, like, all fully healed. Like, I haven't even used PP. Like, I caught a Farigiraf. So I'm just gonna grab this item, and then I'm gonna keep heading deeper. I also spent a long time exploring down here when I was first playing. This is, like, a pretty large space. Like, I was not expecting this to be such a large area, and I was just running around collecting items and stuff, and I was just like, wow, look at all these items. Just, like, grabbing things everywhere. So I was, like, in here for, like, a while. I imagine I'm not going to be running around down here for quite as long doing this. Because I was just, like, determined to explore every inch of this place, because I was like, I imagine I can come back, but just in case. Just in case I want to grab all the items that I can, you know? Alright, I'm gonna slide my way down this. Looks like we're coming up on research station number 2. The second research station. About time, too. Whew. Let's head in and take a breather. I thought you'd have a bit more stamina, student council girl. Whew, I'm just full of surprises. That wasn't a compliment, you know. Hey, look, a Delibird. It's good to see some nice familiar Pokemon down here, too. Lily? Oh my gosh, so cute. Bird. What the? Ah! It's Dirch, it's battle time. I don't know. That ain't giving me Delibird vibes anymore. If I remember correctly, this is an ice-water type. Now, so it outspeeds me. Yeah, there it goes. All right. Seriously, what was that thing? Everything scared me half to death. It was definitely kind of mechanical looking for a Delibird, wasn't it? No kidding. Come on, let's get inside already. One more jump scare like that and I'm done for. Alright, let's head in. Yeah, that was such a surprising thing. I don't know why my brain had never done that. Like, never made that connection when that first got brought up. I was like completely flabbergasted that I had never had it click in my head. It feels like it should have, but it never did. It is. Wow, this looks pretty much the same as the first research station. seems like wild Pokemon don't come in here, so we should probably be safe to catch our breath. Hey, seriously? What's with this place? That Pokemon... I've been wondering about that myself. I think maybe that Pokemon was one of these? Huh? What's that book? The Monsters of Area Zero. Blah, 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 blah. Monsters of Area Zero. Blah, blah, blah. Monsters of Area Zero? So they aren't actually Pokemon? I don't really know. What do you think? I mean, they really are just Pokemon. Yeah, same. I mean, they look different, sure, but they use moves in battle just like the Pokemon we know. I suppose the time has come for an explanation. Professor! Some of the life forms that you see residing now within Area Zero are future Pokemon that lived in a distant day that we have yet to see. Future Pokemon? What? That's awesome! Oh, come on, there's no way that's possible. The Zero Lab where I'm located contains a time machine. It summons the future Pokemon to this place. So, the thing my dad spent forever researching down here? He actually got it working? Indeed, though the cost was catastrophic. The cost? But a time machine? You mean you can actually travel to and from the future? It is theoretically possible to travel to the future. However, for a being such as a human, it would not be possible to return to the present. Well, that's horrifying. Dad, you... Why did you call us here to Area Zero? Arven, If possible, I would like us to speak when we can meet face to face. It will be easier for you to understand once you can see the situation for yourself. Now then, Durch, please use the central panel here and disable another lock to my lab. There's also some lore down here. I don't know if I missed one in the first place, but I'm gonna heal. Hey, Durch. You know that book you told me to bring? I think it's got something to do with this place, or more like everything to do with this place. But I'm not the one he expects to fix whatever all this is. You are. I think you should be the one to carry it. I have the violent book now. I mean, I believe that the official name is Delibird, like that's the official pronunciation, even if it's like delivered. I know that I'm pretty sure the canon pronunciation, the one that was used in, at least as of Pokédex 3D Pro, was Delibird. Take care of that for me, okay, Bert? No. I'm not Birch, I'm Durch. Sometimes your name rivals Birch. At last, I can resume work on the Terra project. I'll move my research to the Zero Lab this month. My team will be smaller, but no matter. The strong influence of the crystals makes our experiments much more unstable. The crystal's power is tremendous. Their unstable output made our corporate backers fret, but if we can harness this energy, it will open up research possibilities that we'd only dreamed of. At last, paradise will be ours to create. Yeah, I'm gonna just heal real quick. Sometimes I name my rival that. Usually I name, like, side things that, like, if I name my character Durch and I have, like, a pet or, like, a horse, I usually call that Birch. Sometimes I'll name a rival that. I don't know why. I misread Arvin saying that when there is no Birch in this game. Alright, let's go deeper. Excuse me? I thought it was going to be an item, but it's not. That's the other thing. This place has lots of little sparkles everywhere, and sometimes they like fake me out, and I'm like, ooh, an item, and it's like there's no item there. I've just been bamboozled. That's it. I fell for their tricks. Ooh, a mild mint. I'm just running. An elixir ×2. How delightful. I see the next lab base thing, little research station up ahead. Getting close. I think one thing that impacts this area, I think the most heavily, I think what this game could use is some like baked lighting on the scenery. Because like, look at this. Because of how the game is able to render the lighting, like it knows that this area is in shade. But outside that area, it's like super bright still. And that doesn't really make sense, considering we're in this like cave under stuff. You know, that research station is like super well lit, but like look at that. There's like this whole shelf above it. And as you get closer to it, it eventually will look like it's in shadow. It's like, I think they could have used some like baked lighting on the scenery here and just like set it up so that it looks like it's always in shadow. I think honestly that's something this game generally lacks, is it doesn't have much use of like sort of predefined lighting that the game's not calculating, like built into like textures and things like that. I think that would be just a nice touch for them to have. That would definitely make the game look a lot nicer in some places, and especially in Area Zero. All right, another research station. At the same time, I don't know how easy that would be to implement. I'd imagine it's quite difficult. Like, even as I was talking about it, I was like, I have no idea how you do this, but I think that would be the easiest solution here. At the same time, I have no experience making pre-baked lighting, really. And doing that for scenery. Nice! We get to chill for a minute. Something's gonna jump out at us again. 100% guaranteed. Oh, Penny. Such a worrywart. Huh? We're down. See? See? Wait a sec, is that just like that? That's just like that Titan Pokemon we saw. So it was a future Pokemon all along. Whoa, you've battled one of these before, ARVEN? It looks seriously strong. Yeah, well, Durch and I are old pros when it comes to Titans. Leave this to us. Yeah, sure. I like how it looks like he just runs away. He's just like, oh. Leave this to us. And by us, I mean you. I'm getting out of here. Alright, Iron Treads gets intimidated. Yeah, close combat is super effective here, so I'm probably just gonna do that. Go for the nuke. Oh, it was just defaulting to there because it wasn't in the ideal position. Apparently this is the ideal position where we can see everything. Gotcha. I didn't realize. I thought these were just having locked off cameras like the Titan battles. See that? Victory is ours. Maybe the one we saw when we were searching out the Herba Mystica came from down here. You two got to meet one of those Pokemon before our crater get-together? Jealous. If you've got things from the literal future roaming around Paldea, that's a major problem. Isn't Professor Turo doing anything to keep them under control? Like, how could he let this happen? Yeah, right, because it's not like, oh, so brilliant Professor Turo ever messes up. Come on, Dirch, let's get into that research station. Going in. And made it to station number 3. How we doing after all that walking and battling and whatnot? Anyone need a rest? You feeling rough, Penny? Oh, no, it's not like that. I've just been thinking, ever since the professor mentioned that time machine, the Pokemon here in Area 0 came to our time from the future, right? So what about Miraidon? Isn't it pretty likely that it's also one of those future Pokemon? Yeah, probably. You're right. Huh. I think you're onto something. It is kind of giving off some future vibes. Even its name sounds future-y. Wait a sec, I totally forgot. Hey, ARVEN. You had Miraidon's ball, and you told us about its forms in the first place. You must know something about it, right? You still remember that from way back. No wonder you're everyone's little star pupil. I guess I have no choice but to tell you what I know. Oh, sorry. That Pokemon, Miraidon, that is... It was found by my dad while he was working on his time machine. I believe it would be best for me to take over the explanations at this point. Professor, Miraidon, which I entrusted to Dirch, was the first Pokemon that was successfully retrieved from the future by the time machine. Seriously? Through analysis of its genetic makeup as well as its behavioral patterns, I came to realize that what I had discovered was in fact a futuristic form of Cyclizar, the Pokemon commonly ridden in this region. Oh, that makes sense, I guess. They do kind of look alike. Many other Pokemon also came to this place from across the boundaries of time, but I was never able to bring over more than 2 specimens of Miraidon. Huh? You mean there's another one around here somewhere? What if they're family? The other one could still be somewhere in Area 0 waiting to finally be reunited with our Miraidon. A heartwarming family reunion? Exactly! Imagine how thrilled they'll be if we can get the family back together after all this time. Family, huh? Yeah, that sounds nice. If we could proceed, Dirch, please disable the Nuzlocke using the central panel there. Alright. Well done. Only one remains now. Please continue on to the final research station. Our time machine research has yielded a triumph, a Pokemon from the distant future. I've named it Miraidon. I was expecting one new life to treasure. But what a fortune to be blessed with this gift as well. Let's go heal real quick, get our PP back. This book's closed. Oh! I didn't realize this book was readable. I've successfully brought more and more future Pokemon to our time since the first one. I'm so close to creating a world like the one in the book, a paradise where we 3 can live happily together forever. I must make it real. Alright. I did. Yeah. Alright. Only way forward is down. Yeah, see, like, these areas here, they have some, like, sort of, like, pre-baked lighting. You know? Look at that. Like, these areas are just, like, darker, and then, like, the camera sort of, like, adjusts the brightness values to match. It's like, I feel like... And inside of a cave, it has a consistent level of lighting. It's like, I feel like they could have done that outside of here, too. Might have helped a bit. Yeah, and then, like, right here... You get some different lighting. Oh my gosh. Look at all those huge, gorgeous crystals. They go all the way to the bottom. One slip and we can kiss our short lives goodbye. Oh, good call. Watch your step. So the professor's down here somewhere, waiting for us. And that's fine. Totally fine. Alright, team. Watch yourselves and let's get to the bottom of this thing. This place looks unreal. Maybe there really is treasure down here, like the stories say. Yeah, this place is like something from a whole other world. Makes you feel like maybe you already died and went somewhere. Is it just me, or do the crystals here give off the same glow as when Pokemon terrestrialized? There's gotta be some sort of connection. Only one way to find out. Come on, everybody. Let's keep moving. We've got to go all the way down. So there's the next research station. Just kind of down and around. Alright. Just running. Just running. So I think I just kind of run around the outskirts of this. Penny's like, yo, Miraidon's got some trauma. Alright, here's the other research station. We're getting close. Alright, we've reached it. Whoa, what happened? This place is a mess. It looks like something went berserk in here. Yeah, but what? Hello, children. Gah! Professor, you scared us. I'm sorry. Why is everything in here all busted up? I'm sorry. Hello, children. Come again? I'm sorry. 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 I'm so sorry. Hello, children. Hello. Hello. What the heck? Stop that. You're creeping us out. Hello, children. Children. Initiating restart. The professor must be having some weird connection problems or something, huh? Well, it's definitely weird, at least. Almost like, I don't know. If you meant it as a joke, it wasn't funny. I still got goosebumps and all. All locks have been disabled. Hello. Can you hear me now? Please forgive my previous transmission. There seems to be some signal interference. That's not what that was. What do you mean, ARVEN? The locks have all been disabled at last. Please make your way now to the Zero Lab, which lies at the very bottom of Area 0. Alrighty. There's the plate. That's not the correct way to go, though. How do I go down? Do it along this way? I'm honestly forgetting which way I go. I'm lost. Oh, probably the other side of the plate. Yeah, let's go that way. The one that goes down instead of coming to just an end. Alright, we're just running. We're getting closer. I see a TM. Knowing that we're in Area 0, it's probably Terrablast. It's usually what it is. I think Terrablast and like Power Gem are like the two TMs you can get down here. Oh, Shadow Ball. Never mind. I was completely wrong. It was neither of the options I listed. Oh, I was like, And we just keep running down here. And then I was like, oh, there's a cliff. Oh! This is the path. Alright. Here we are. The Zero Lab. Have we finally reached the deepest part? We made it. Ready to see those legends of if those legends of treasure down here are for real? Yeah, right. That's just fluff they write to fill out the textbooks. Hello, children. You've done well to make it here. The structure you see before you is the Zero Lab. That's where you are, right, Professor? But, wait, why does it look like the whole place is being swallowed up by crystals? The crystals here in Area Zero possess a peculiar energy. This energy can alter the functions of living things and optimize the performance of machinery. It is the same energy that allows Pokémon to terrestrialize. So, this entire building has been terrestrialized. Is that what you're saying? Don't be silly, ARVEN. The professor implied something important about Terra Orbs just now. They're made from the crystals down here in Area Zero, aren't they? Indeed, though not many know it. Since you have disabled all 4 locks, the gate to the Zero Lab should now open for you. But once you open the gate, you will quickly be confronted with the dangerous Pokemon inside. They will likely make a break for freedom. Dangerous Pokemon? With the 4 of you working together, you should be able to best them. Prepare yourselves well, then open the gate. You got me and Durch here. Doesn't matter what we're up against. We'll be fine. Well then, that puts my worries to rest. Let's open the gate. Hold it. Huh? Why? We're finally on the cusp of getting into the lab. Look, if it's true a bunch of really dangerous Pokemon might come at us, then we shouldn't... Or then shouldn't we have Miraidon here to help? Yeah, if Miraidon were like... Sorry. Yeah, if Miraidon were like how we first saw it in the Inlet Grotto, that would be a huge help, but I want to see it battle. But it hasn't even wanted to let us ride it ever since we came down to Area Zero. And it can't enter its battle form in the first place. But it's really strong, I know it is. It ate all of those Herba Mystica we found too. When it really matters, I'm sure it'll fight. And Area Zero is where it used to live. If we bring it out of its bone now, maybe it'll be able to find its family too, right? That's pretty sensible by your standards, ARVEN. I don't know. Go on, Turch, let me ride on out. Sure. Oh, yeah? Alright, come on, Durch. Now that we've got Miraidon ready, it's time to open the gate. Well... The family reunion, it's happening! Whoa, no way! Wow. Yeah. No, something's not right. Goodbye. Yawns. Huh? What's wrong? Are you bummed that... Are you bummed that your heartwarming family reunion got cut off so quickly? Are you joking? There was nothing heartwarming about it. We were this close to getting caught up in a nasty brawl. Wait, for real? Look at Miraidon. Poor thing's terrified. Guess that other one isn't exactly its pal. Yeah, no, that other Pokemon was giving off some real bad vibes. Not that you should worry a thing about any of that. Once we get you back into your battle form, I'm sure you'll be able to go to toe-to-toe against that jerk. You know, if you know, if you want to. You know, sorry, I guess that doesn't really help much, huh? Do you think that other Miraidon was one of the dangerous Pokemon the professor warned us to watch out for? But didn't the professor say the dangerous Pokemon would come out from inside? You mean from inside the gate we just... They're here. What the... We're surrounded. And it's pretty obvious that they're not here to roll out a friendly welcome mat. There's no way we can handle this many. And don't tell me they're all future Pokemon. Oh, we've got a little disaster on our hands here. Yes. Look, even that fellow's ready to bail. Then I guess it's my turn. I've been waiting. Come on, Dirch, let's do this together. It's time to battle. No, Emona's got another one, and it's also gonna get one shot, I guarantee it. Well, but I've outsped it, so we're good. Wow, they're strong. Now this is a worthwhile challenge. I'm glad you're on our side, but you're still really annoying when you say stuff like that. Maybe. Nyom. Yeah, why are they coming at me? Dirch, help me out here. This one's electric fighting, so I don't really have anything on Ajax to help out. Chompy has some stuff though, so I'm gonna switch to Chompy. Probably not the smartest idea, but Baby Doll Eyes will help. And I feel like Iron Hands is going to target Umbreon. Yeah. So I'm gonna go for a Psychic Fangs. Attack's been lowered again. Ooh, it survived it. Thing's fat. Now, I've been seismitossed. Well, Iron Hands is down. That's kind of the hardest one that's here. At least for my team. So. Ugh, the future must be terrifying. Oh, yes! Oh no, they're running away. Yeah, and? If those Pokemon get out, we're gonna have a gigantic mess on our hands. We gotta go after them, Penny. Why me? Wait! God, hold on, Nimona. Why do I get the feeling you're enjoying all of this? Okay, goodbye. I hope those two can handle their part. But at least the crowd's been thinned out for now. Guess it's up to us to deal with what's left. Let's go for the strong-looking one first. Okay, good. One for map stuff. But Mabostiff flinched. That's not ideal. Yeah, or crunched me. That did like nothing. You fool. Hey, Tulip bumped up. Let's go. See, the power of friendship had us perfectly in sync, all thanks to our Titan hunting together. Still scared, huh? You worried you might have to face the other one of your kind? Well then, let me take on some of the burden. These stragglers should be nothing. Me and Mabostiff here can take them. Dude, you're weak to that. Ball. So, Durch, you take your partner there and you go take care of business. Got it. Glad to see you've got some faith in us at last. Mabostiff can't wait to battle either. Wow, wow. Miraidon, you really ruined my whole childhood, you know? But it's not like seeing you cowering and scared out of your wits makes me feel any better about it. You've got amazing powers if you just use them. And you've got us too, so don't even think about losing to that jerk. Be brave, stand up and fight. Oh, when we're all healed. Oh, that's kind. Alright. There's the professor. Human presence detected within the Zero Lab. Deactivating sleep mode. Hello, Durch. Thank you for coming. Rawr. No. Back to your ball. That one is far less tractable and far more aggressive than the one you've traveled with. Your Miraidon fled Area Zero because it lost to the other one in a territorial struggle. Like, yes. I am afraid that there is something for which I must apologize. I am not the true Professor Turo. What are you talking about? I am an artificial intelligence the professor created and imbued with his memories and knowledge. In short, I am an AI-powered robot. The real professor passed away during the incident that destroyed Research Station number 4. Passed away? The Pokémon was not blamed. It was the original professor who failed to accurately judge its full power. I believe the professor wanted nothing more than for the Miraidon to survive and thrive. That is why he threw himself in front of your Miraidon in an attempt to protect it. From the time I first reached out to Director Clavel and asked to be put in contact with you, I was never more than an AI. Durch, the reason I asked you to come here, or to come to me, is because I have one last thing to do here at the Zero Lab, and I desire your help. In short, I wish for you to put a stop to the time machine that the original professor created. Any questions can be addressed as we make our descent. Follow me. That's when it gets heavy. Booster energy. Yeah, my team's fully healed, so. So, do I have like a better item I can give? I probably do. Never melt ice could be useful. Shell Bell always means you die. Apparently. I think I'll go Never Melt Ice just so that I can get a little more out of Ice Spinner, you know? Alright. There we are. Pichu Fur. And okay. Let's go. This elevator will take us down to the lower level. Step inside. Oh, we're upon it. Durch, it is truly a great relief to me that you came. I will answer any questions you may have. Is there anything that you wish to know? What happened to the real professor? As I explained before, the original professor no longer exists. During the destruction of the research station, his physical body received grievous injuries that left it unable to sustain life. I am afraid that this fact may be difficult for his son ARVEN to accept. I now manage the Zero Lab in the original professor's place. What is an AI? An AI is an artificial intelligence created by a human being. A computer draws on the original professor's knowledge and memories to calculate all of my thoughts and actions. The results of these calculations are expressed by this mechanical body, built to resemble the professor in every way. Humanity does not, in fact, possess the knowledge to develop such a sophisticated AI at present. But the crystals that make up the Zero Lab have made such a thing possible here. They are also why I cannot leave this place. Is there anything else you wish to ask? What is this time machine? The time machine is a device that the original professor and I worked on together. It sends Pokeballs to a different point on the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it can then draw them back here to the present. When I was alive, Professor Turo had a great fascination with Pokemon from another age. What you might call future Pokemon. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically draw future Pokemon to this place. To this time. Is there anything else you wish to ask? What is it that you want? The original professor had a dream of a world in which Pokemon might live alongside present-day Pokemon in harmony. In which future Pokemon might live alongside present-day Pokemon in harmony. But these Pokemon have gained a strange power due to their adaptations in the distant future. And this power has proved too terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the ecological balance of this current age. The original professor would say that such destruction is a natural part of life. At present, the barrier around Area Zero is still working to keep the future Pokemon from escaping into the rest of Paldea. But we've begun to see Pokemon appear that can break the barrier, such as Iron Treads. Eventually, they will break free of this walled garden known as Area Zero and run rampant across the Paldea region. And when they do, the rich, varied ecosystem of Paldea will be trampled beneath their coming. I may have been created as a copy of the Professor, and yet I cannot seem to find the logic in allowing such a tragedy to occur. But any hope of preventing it would require overcoming the greatest AI that the original Professor ever devised. Durch, you have become a formidable trainer. Now use that strength that you have gained to destroy the dream Turo once cherished. Okay, I will. I appreciate your willingness to help. We have reached the lowest level. Behold, this is the time machine we perfected using the power of the terrestrial phenomenon. I'm curious, there's something up in there. I'm trying to see what it is. Too bad I can't. Alright. To stop the time machine, you'll need to use a professor's ID, which has been embedded within the Violet Book. It was very like the professor to put the final key we would need in that book of all places. He loved that volume since childhood. If you place the Violet Book upon the pedestal, here, you will be able to stop the time machine. There is just one issue. If you try to stop the time machine, I will most likely attack you. Artificial being that I am, my own desires can be overridden by the system's programming. Once that happens, I'm afraid I will become no more than a battle machine, bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon analysis of all the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe that you can prevail. Once you have readied yourself for this fight, please place the Violet Book upon the pedestal. Yes. ID confirmed. Professor Turo. Access granted. Initiating emergency shutdown. Please wait. Please wait. Access denied. Shutdown command overridden. Reinitializing. It is up to you now, Durch. AI Turo switching to sleep mode. Activating offensive protocols. Please. Defeat me. At last my dream is within reach. And you're not getting in the way. He's gone full robo. AI Turo has initiated a battle. I know it's part poison type. Is it part fire?
I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not about to let anyone get in the way of my goals.
I feel like it's poison fire. Oh no, it's electric fire. Yeah.
Do you imagine what you can... Sorry. Do you imagine you can best the wealth of data I have at my disposal or whatever?
I don't know. He says too many things that are too fast to say.
This is the power the distant future holds. Splendid, isn't it?
Oh, it is part fire. Okay, I was right.
Now this is interesting. Child, do you actually understand future Pokemon's weaknesses?
Ooh, the paralysis was broken. I feel like I can outspeed an Iron Bundle now. Though I don't really have a great option to fight it with otherwise, you know? Got it. Iron Hands is a tricky one. I think I'm going to switch to Astra just to lower its attack. And I'm going to switch to Spider Ham. Oh, beautiful. Wasted his turn. Got Dig. Okay, so he's got Drain Punch. That's a problem. Alright, I'm going to lower its stats again. Yeah, this is like the hardest thing that's on his team for me, because I don't have much that can fight it, and everything that I do have that can fight it is a normal type. Okay, I can take it out with the next hit. Ooh, Quick Claw. Not really necessary here, but it helps. I forget what typing Iron Thorns is. I think it's part rock. Right? Was it rock electric? Rock steel? I think it's rock electric. I'm just gonna double check because I'm like 90% sure it's rock electric. Hey, it's rock electric. Look at me go. Okay. So that does make it a very difficult one for me to switch to. Kind of counter, obviously. I'm gonna switch to Astra again to set up Intimidate. Spider Ham can take whatever he's gonna throw at him, guaranteed. I'm gonna heal this turn. Okay, so now he can waste his turn. Okay. Iron Jugulus. Dark Flying. I'm gonna switch to Dido. Okay, it does have Flamethrower. That's a threat. I have a plan, though. I'm going to Terrasilize. And then I'm going to Hone Claws again. So he's not going to do super effective damage with his flamethrower this turn, so I can heal. Oh, perfect. He burnt me too, which means I can full restore. No more burn. Health is high. Not quite a kill. Which kind of sucks, because now it gets to hit me one more time this turn, and then it's going to hit me next turn. It's a bad time. I'm going to Steel Wing in the hopes that I can get a defense increase. I don't think I get the defense increase. Yeah. I think I can take that.
Everything is proceeding within my expectations. I'm afraid the probability of winning is 0.
So I just need to land one drill pack, so I'm going to heal. Hopefully this will show me that I can take quite a good hit. Okay, I can take quite a good hit. Drill pack will kill. Hey, nice! Iron Valiant has fainted.
Impossible.
Durch! What is this? Did you already beat all the baddies without me? Okay, out with it, you. Who are you, really?
Thank you for everything. That time machine has finally... He has finally been stopped.
You're not really my dad, are you?
Oh, look how big you've grown. So proud of my... Sorry. You were alone. So long.
Dad? Security system failure. Security system failure. Threat to time machine detected. Threat to time machine detected. Whoa, what's going on now? Is another army of Pokemon on its way here?
It cannot be.
An obstacle is preventing the time machine from performing as intended. Activating the Paradise Protection Protocol to remove the offending something or other.
Oh, what's...
Oh my god. Locking all Pokeballs except the... Oh my god, everything's happening so fast. Wait, what? Program initializing. Gathering terrestrial energy.
I'm sorry, children. This is too much for you. You must run.
AI Turo disabled. Paradise Protection Protocol initialized.
You are not getting in my way.
You are challenged by the Paradise Protection Protocol. Can't do it. It's locked. Miraidon. Let's do it. He's going. Look at him go. All right. So my best options are Power Gem or Terra Blast here. I'm just gonna sit here and use Power Gem for now. Terra Blast will be useful eventually. It changed into its battle form. Let's go, Miraidon, you got this.
You will fall here, within this garden paradise, and achieve nothing in the end.
Ooh, we're both Power Gemming. Newt indeed.
You will not be allowed to destroy my paradise. Obstacles to my goals will be eliminated.
This looks like it could be bad. Hang in there, Durch.
The data say, I am the superior. Fall and become the foundation upon which my dream is built.
Oh, we survive with 1 hit point. Tough it out so I don't feel sad. You took that hit like a champ. You can do this. I know you can. Oh man, can we really not pull off a win here? This doesn't look good. Hey, Durch, your Terra Orb's glowing. Durch, Miraidon, terrestrialize and finish this off. All of our stats. Terra time indeed. Terra Blast. And down goes Miraidon, the Guardian of Paradise. I love that he has the, like, terrestrialization end effect. Indeed, indeed. You did it! It's not going berserk anymore. How very astounding. To think that you would manage to defy even the original professor's final protections. Are you back to normal? I'm not going to actually be catching my Miraidon in this because this is, this Nuzlocke ends with this, basically. Yes, a completely unforeseen outcome, even for an AI possessing the most sophisticated technology ever conceived. Even on the brink of despair, you children did not give in, and instead proved your worthiness, showing the wisdom to think for yourselves, the courage to hold faith in your friends, and the fortitude to do what had to be done. No matter how challenging of a future may await you, I believe you will be capable of walking whatever paths you choose for yourselves now, with pride. I thank you, Durch. I thank all of you children. But I am afraid that the time machine cannot be put to a complete stop so long as I am here. It appears I myself am part of the system that ensures that the machine reboots when stopped. Huh? What does that mean? I am sorry. You know, when I was watching you all on your adventures from down here, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied your freedom. The way that you came together, working in league with your fellows and caring for them. The way that you sought strength and to better yourself, throwing all you are into your battles. The way that you would face down even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved. The way that you never ceased to seek nor to fight for a treasure all your own. And the way that you soared free through the very skies on those wings of yours. I wish that I, too, might be as free as you all, free to seek out that which I might treasure, above all else, not bound. Your own treasure. As long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop, for I am inextricably connected to it. So I've made a decision. I will use the time machine to journey to the world of the future that I have dreamed of. What? You can't just leave right now? Right when we finally reached you? I am not going only so that the time... I guess I was right. I am not going only so that the time machine can be stopped. I also cannot deny my desire to see that future world for myself. Is this what it feels like to have your heart race with the thrill of adventure? Arven, I am sorry that I kept the truth from you for so long. I inherited all the thoughts and wishes of the professor, and so I understand better than any that your father truly loved you. You can't. You can't just go and say a thing like that now. No, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Arven, Miraidon, Durch, it is a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Dad! Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. He's going up. Goodbye. Ooh. He's been sucked up. How could you just go? Dad. Arven, you okay, bud? Yeah. Somewhere deep down. Kind of. I knew that that thing was fake, but when it said my name using his voice and wearing his face, even if it was fake, it felt real, you know? And so I sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. That's okay. Yes. I guess Miraidon is sad too. Oh, but that battle form, how cool is that? It's so strong. If it tries to dodge me for a belly rub while it's huge like this, I seriously think I'm gonna die. Hey now, let's not skip over the big win here. Dirch and Miraidon just saved all of Paldea. That's right, you both did amazing. Thanks. Yeah, that's Bud Dirch for you. You know, Arven, even though the professor's gone, I bet he's finally having a real fun adventure of his own in the future. Yeah. Thanks, Penny. Yeah, sorry. What should we do now, Dirch? Let's go home. You said it. Come on, everyone. Let's make our way home. I think it would be interesting to get a chance to see the future, though. I feel like inevitably it would not be as satisfying as I'd want it to be. I feel like it would always kind of be similar to what Ultra Space did if you could go to the future in this, where you would go to specific points in in a world, you're not going to this whole other region or this whole other alternate universe. You're just kind of going to a specific point in it. And I feel like there would be no way they would do something to the scope of just you go to the future and it's like Paldea but in the future. I feel like as cool as it would be, the only realistic way it would show up would be kind of like what Ultra Sun Ultra Moon did. I guess you'd be stuck there. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Okay, everybody, listen up. What is it? Let's take the long way home. A little more fun out of this adventure. I don't really... Sounds great. We can load up on snacks first. I'm in. Hey, Dirch, not you too. Alright, fine. I guess we're doing this. I feel like they could do something sort of like a Pokemon Legends Arceus type thing. Where if they just did a complete thing where it was honestly, just give you Turo's adventure or Sada's adventure. Just do that. Alright, I'm just gonna mute the game during this for copyright reasons. Because this is just straight up Ed Sheeran. Honestly, I don't know that I would want to do... I don't think I would want to get stuck. It would be cool to see the future world, but I'd rather, if it's a character who's going to be in the future world the whole time, I think my preference would be for it to be sort of done through, a Legends Arceus kind of beat. Have a character that gets, just tossed into this world, and it's, stuck in it. I guess hypothetically you could unlock a way back. If there was, granted, that's only if you go to the future, I feel like if they had a past version, you couldn't. There would be no way to go back if there was a past one, I would think. But I think that there's a decent chance, I feel like, there's going to be some sort of something to continue that narrative in the DLC. There's a complete possibility that there won't be. I know a lot of people are really hoping that, oh, it's going to be Kalos. You're just going to go to Kalos and go adventure there. I don't think that's going to happen. I think there might be some Kalos references in some part of the DLC, but I could also see a chunk of DLC that's sort of focused on the time machine to a degree. and like maybe even introduce like a few new like paradox Pokemon, like the time machine reactivates the professor's, you know, robot comes back or something like that, or the other professor shows up and like does some stuff in your game and like fiddles with the time machine. Honestly, that's something I'm kind of thinking, and I highly doubt this is going to happen. So like in the Violet book, if you read the Violet book, you can see one of the DLC, most likely DLC Pokemon being the paradox forms of either the like Swords of Justice or the like legendary beasts. I think it would be really cool to see something like where basically the other professor shows up, runs the time machine, you know, kicks it into gear and does it like to the past or to the in like Violet or to the future, and so you get the other game's one that's in their book. I think that would be really interesting. I highly doubt they're going to do it. I feel like it's 0 chance, but it would be very cool.
George, the bread's too hot. He keeps trying to pick it up.
I know. I feel like it depends on how easy this one is to make, because I don't know. I feel like it would be impossible to give off the vibes of like Violet or Scarlet in like a fan game form without making a full like just mod of the game. I think hypothetically you could probably get something like it to work, though I know if you're doing a fan game in like something like Pokemon Essentials, it tends to be a bit also the copyrighted music's over, so I'm just gonna switch back to having that audio. Pokemon Essentials tends to be a bit laggy, which I remember when I first played Pokemon Uranium, I was like, man, this game kind of lags a bit. And then I realized that's just Pokemon Essentials because they're trying to ham-fist Pokemon into RPG Maker and it doesn't work super well. It's a lot more complex than what RPG Maker is like designed to do, so it just doesn't run super well. It's never efficient. So I think a ROM hack would be the easiest option, and I think the easiest game to ROM hack to give a similar-ish experience, not the same experience, but a similar-ish experience to something like Scarlet and Violet is honestly probably Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Like, if you... Because, one, it's built in Unity. If you can throw it into Unity, somehow, some way, you can... If you can use Unity, you can expand that game pretty easily. I mean, there's Ysuno, who's been doing the addition of Pokemon that aren't in that game, the addition of moves and abilities that aren't in that game. Pretty... Honestly, it's the easiest one. I think it's probably the easiest to mod since Gen 3, and Gen 3 was only easy to mod because we made a lot of tools to mod it. Ding dong dong ding. Calling students to the director's office. Miss Durch, Miss Nimona, Master Arven, and Miss Penny. Director Clavel would like to see you in his office. Alright, I've been called to an office. Take me to the director's office. I will say, be warned, as someone who has worked on a game, it is very easy to underestimate how much time it will take. It is extremely difficult, even with a team of people, to complete something within, like, not a large team, but like a small team, but like within years. So, but if you do it, if you manage it, do hit me up. That would be very interesting. Okay. Looks like the hero's finally here. Would you join us, Miss Durch? We're in for an earful, aren't we? Guess we'll find out soon enough. No need for concern, you two. I'm not angry in the slightest. I merely called you here to discuss your fine achievements in this year's treasure hunt. You shut down the professor's time machine and thus prevented the Pokémon from the future from running rampant across Paldea. Your actions were truly outstanding in every regard, and I couldn't be prouder of you all. though your decision to enter a strictly off-limits area was admittedly regrettable. You got us there. However, since this was necessary to protect Paldea and its precious ecosystems, I'm willing to overlook that particular point. Whew. So we're not getting raked over the coals after all. Oh, before I forget, Miss Durch, there's something I would like you to have. Each of your friends has received one already, so this is for you. I have obtained a Master Ball. I'm not going to use it. Oh, and about the Hall of Fame badge I gave you a short while ago. That gift is one we bestow only upon students who achieve truly remarkable feats. I expect you to honor what that badge represents by striving always to serve as a model for your fellow students. You can count on me. Alrighty, I'll see you. Splendid. Such enthusiasm will surely take you far in life. And Master ARVEN, I was so sorry to hear about the professor. You have my deepest condolences. Well, yeah, it was pretty rough when I found out that my dad died. But weirdly enough, my head actually feels clear now for the first time in ages. In the Great Crater, I got to learn a bit about my dad's research and what he was trying to achieve down there. I guess if you're building something as mind-blowing as a time machine, that takes priority over showering your son with attention, huh? All I know is I'm done feeling like some lost little kid. Done. Time to say goodbye and move on. I'm gonna enjoy every last day till graduation with my buds here and Mapistiff, of course. Well said, Master ARVEN. You truly are your father's son. Of course, I must remind you that you've nowhere near enough credits to graduate. You'll need to study frantically to catch up, but I have every expectation of your success. Huh? And let's not forget the other good news. Our academy has a new champion. Though we sadly cannot make your valiant deeds in the Great Crater known to the public, your new champion rank at least should be celebrated throughout the whole school. Ooh, I know how we should celebrate. We should hold a Pokemon battle contest. Seriously, could we not? Classic Nimona. A Pokemon battle contest, you say? Well, your own vested interests in such a venture are more than apparent, Miss Nimona. I think it's a fine idea. But please understand that a large-scale event is quite beyond us. We've many other school activities to keep an eye on, after all. Pardon my intrusion. I couldn't help but overhear. The Pokemon League will, of course, happily lend a hand in organizing this contest. La Primera? Well, well, a most kind offer, Chairwoman Gita. I do everything in my power to nurture young and upcoming talent, though that's not to say that only the youth have promise when it comes to Pokemon battles. A former gym leader, the developer of the Pokédex app, this academy clearly counts many skilled trainers of Pokemon among its staff. As such, my suggestion is as follows. Students and staff should compete for the title of strongest trainer at the academy. Whoa, we'd get to battle the teachers? You'd compete too, right? Is that even allowed? Chairwoman is not part of the academy, right? Actually, I think she's the chairwoman of the school board as well as the Pokemon League. Wait, for real? I mean, I knew she was on another level, but wow. Thank you for the invitation, Champion Nimona. I would gladly take up your kind offer to compete alongside you all, but I'm afraid my schedule is packed tight with work that I simply must attend to. Can't you free us some time up somehow? Well, I suppose I might be able to participate if Champion Durch would agree to lend me a hand with my work. I'd be happy to help. I'm not gonna help. Excellent answer. Much obliged, Champion Durch. To get straight to it, I would like you to go out and inspect Paldea's various gyms in my stead. Are they fulfilling their duties as beacons of strength and inspiration for all of those aiming to achieve champion rank? Or has their brilliance started to fade? To find this out, I ask that you bring your full might as champion to bear against each of the gym leaders, and test their prowess in battle. They are all trainers of exceptional talent, handpicked by me personally. I do not expect you'll find any cracks in their armor, but, well, consider it a formality. This will also provide the perfect stage for your first appearance as a new champion. Since all the gym leaders will still be expecting me to carry out the inspection, I imagine they'll have mustered their full strength. I dare say they might be more of a challenge than when you'd faced them before. You get to have all-out battles with the gym leaders? Man, I'm jealous. Now then, on to another crucial matter. I'd like to discuss with Penny here how to patch the weaknesses in our league point system. But there's a bunch of anime I've missed, and that I was gonna just, binge. Thank you in advance for your willing and eager cooperation. I'll do it. I'll help. Let me help. Excellent. We'll leave you all to it then. Come now, Penny. This is awesome! Show this inspection thing who's boss so that La Primera can join our tournament, okay? And enjoy taking another swing at the gym gauntlet while you're at it. I'll take care of filling out the forms and the other administrative stuff so the ball gets rolling on the tournament in the meantime. I say, it's wonderful to see you all showing such initiative. You each have a critical role to play. Penny assisting the league with our new champion, inspecting gyms. Nimona arranging the event. Give it your best, everyone. Guess my rule's so obvious it goes without saying. Is he gonna do big sandwiches? Alright, I'm gonna leave the school. Oh. Alright, well, can I picnic here? I probably can't. Right here, let's I can probably do it outside my house. Let's do that there. Go out a little ways and then open up the picnic. Am I not allowed to host a picnic? Maybe I have to go over here. Yep. And I'll let Miraidon be out this time. It's an honorary team member. One last scrub, everybody. I'm honestly surprised with how well I was able to utilize some of these Pokemon into the late game, and how well I didn't have to sack them. Though, to be fair, I feel like this game, if I could have set style, would be a lot harder. Obviously, they did remove it. I'm kind of surprised that they did. No, they're not just going to add it back with like a patch or something, but, you know, regardless, I think this was a very interesting one. I'll probably, when I do a Wonderlock for it, just like I did with the last one I did with Pokemon Shield, I'm going to set it where it's guaranteed set style. Basically, I'm not going to be able to change the settings, but I'll just play as if it is set style. This game doesn't have a ton of encounters, so it might be tricky. We might lose it, but I think for a Wonderlock it'll still be pretty fun, you know? So I'm just gonna Did you scrub? Can I scrub my Miraidon? Is that allowed? Do you need scrubbing? Can you be scrubbed? Oh, you can. I've never done this. Alrighty. And then I'm gonna just toss a ball out. And we're gonna start wrapping this up. Okay. Alrighty. Got that. Alright, so that's all I've got for today's stream and for this series. Someday I'll be back with more Pokemon Violet in the form of like a Wonderlock. I guess it would be a Surprise Lock. I don't know, I prefer Wonderlock, that's the term. So yeah, that's going to be sometime in the future, probably after the DLC is done. My next stream plans, as far as like a general series of streams goes, is to do Pokemon Emerald Rogue. That'll be sort of taking over, and I don't intend that to be like this one was, where it was most Wednesdays and Saturdays. I plan for that to just be Saturdays with a little bit of something else going on Wednesdays, unless I'm doing something else on a Saturday. But yeah. So thank you so much if you joined me live or after the fact. Either way's cool with me, as long as you had some fun. That said, I'm going to go do human things as humans do, and you probably should too. So thank you so much. Goodbye. Say goodbye to Oddish. Say goodbye to my silly Oddish.